Hi there, welcome to Don's Workshop. Today I'm going to talk about MILS plates. Right. I've had something I've been wanting to put together, but I was wanting to have something stronger to put underneath it. And I know about MILS plates and I've seen how they're built, and I was like, well, that seems a little bit more than I want to do. And I have base plates, and of course we know they're pretty flimsy. So I decided to look up, is there anything that's 3D printed? And somebody did have something. So there's actually a project out there. I'll have to put the link in the description. But you can print out these. These are base plates. He's got two versions. He's got versions with studs. I haven't tried one of those out. And he's got this version without studs. I printed out in white. But as you can see there, it's got these little nubs on it. And guess what those are perfect for? They've perfectly fit the base plate, can go right on top of it. So now I essentially have a MILS plate 3D printed. And one of these plates resulted in about a third of a roll of filament. So for the price of about $20, you can print off 3 of these. So in comparison to MILS plates, getting the extra bricks and plates to MILS plate is, I think, closes in on $30 or $40 to do that. It just depends on whether or not you can get a deal on the plate, but it's not great. And if you want to have something going inset, of course this doesn't work, but I'm just looking for strength. I'm just looking for a stronger base to put together. Now, as you can see, it prints out the Technic holes, and I wasn't sure if these would be great, but they seem to work okay. So it does have the indentation on the inside it's supposed to have. Is it good enough? I don't know, but I was going to try that out. Anyway, what I also had an idea for is something I thought of when I was younger. I wanted to build do this similar thing with the base plates and connect things to them from underneath. And I came up with some wacky stuff to hold it up, and bricks underneath holding up the sides of the base plate, but still connecting to the top. And that got me to thinking, maybe instead of just straight connecting these to another plate, I should try to connect them with just some Technic beams, and then use that as a connection point to connect the base plate to hold it down. Because technically it's not held down by anything, so it can come off. So right now that's what I'm gonna try to do, and see if this is gonna work. So I got some pins. I got my Technic bricks here. And I just wanted to do something like this, where I just have that there. And I could use more pins, but we'll just start with 2 on each side here. So then I would do that on one side, and I would do the same thing. Let's get another Lego plate and do the same thing on here, and just get these Technic bricks hooked up, and you'll see how this works. So that was a bit stiffer going in. 3D printing is not sometimes you get those tolerances aren't always perfect. And there we go. Now, can I just hook those 2 together and then put some plate down there, and see how that works. So now I could have used obviously could have used some blue pins maybe to hook those things together, but we'll just go with some more black pins to get these hooked up. Put them on the ends here and get those in, and see how that's going to work out. So we got that, and then we can just put them together here. As always, trying to do more than one technic pin is always tricky. So now that's together. Now, yeah, that's not bad. Well, let's say I want to solidify that a little bit more. So I'm going to take some plate, and it actually is level. So putting that plate on there makes it perfectly level. So that's actually really nice that works out that way. Is this going to fit perfectly? Of course not. Do I have, maybe I can use 8s instead, because those should work. Actually, it'd be nice if that worked across there, but I need, I've got more 8s in here. And yeah, we need 2 more 8s, and that should just hook right up like that. Now, that's in there, and then, of course, what we can do is maybe we just take some, see? It does hook together. So now that is hooked up. And I do realize, like, this is a few extra plates, but it's not bad. Like, so let's put one in the middle. And that should, so now I'm holding it with one hand on there, and it's actually pretty solid. So that would keep the plates from falling off. So you can see, like, yeah, it comes off there, but it's going to stay hooked to the center. And the more you get hooked up, the better. And this would work good like this, but I could also do an extension where we put 2 more plates on here. So I'm going to continue and try to do that. So let's get 2 more plates. Now, what I also just want to show here is with these, it also works with you can kind of feel those click in a little more, but it works with the non-Lego plates. And reason this is important is because Lego base plates are usually are 8 to 10. I think they're $8 to $10. It depends. For me, it's Canadian, so it's usually I think $10. And these are 2. Now I got some used Lego plates for $2, so that was a good deal. But 2. So the problem with these is they are because they're non-standard. They don't fit. They don't sit perfectly flat on these MILS plates. These printed MILS plates. So that's not great, but it is. They would sit down once you actually had something sitting on them. So if I were to do the same thing here, just take a few of these. Now, obviously, I guess I could strengthen everything up more by adding additional pins or even the long blue pins. That would strengthen everything as well. So if we do like that, same thing, and try to hook everything up here. Something like so, and then what I also want to do is then take that. There, those are connected. I might just use these for now. It doesn't hurt. And just pop that in there. And same thing, let's connect 2 of these up to get this. Now, these, do they work? Oh yeah, goes on. Of course, these ones, because the non-Lego ones, they have much sharper corners. They're not as rounded off, so it does hold more, but it does, I believe, stress the things more. So yeah, that's together. Now I want to hook these two together. So these two big plates, I want to hook these two together. So I need to go right over the edge there. So that's what I was looking to try out, is do same thing, but now I want to go right to the middle on these ones and get them all hooked up. And see how that goes. So the end ones would still be the same. Still just put these on the ends. But for this one, I'd go just into the middle here, like that, on each side, like so. So that goes like that. Now I have to get the other one and do the same thing. And get these pins in here. Now what these plates will be getting used for is hopefully my project, if my daughter doesn't decide that she needs them for one of her builds. But for me, I want to see how this goes and how strong this is going to be like this. And same thing, I want this coming into the middle by that one stud. And like that. Okay. And now we need to put some studs into these ones. Get them on the end. So I can do that, but now this one is, there's one here, so I gotta move this over one, I think. And do I just want to go right in the middle? Sure. Get these all connected right into the middle. And see how this goes. So can I get this all together? So just push this over to this side. And we're gonna push this whole giant MILS plate together here. Okay, it's coming together. Oh, there we go. Not bad. Now I put now that's what you do. You put those down right over the middle here. And get that hooked up there. And we do that end. And same thing, I'm just gonna take a couple more of these and just put them like so. And that's like that. Now what I can do, as you see, I left that strategically because I was going to put one of those right in the middle, hook everything together. Let's get these ends hooked up as well. So this is the non-Lego side, this is the Lego side. So they're going together. And just get that on, and this one on here, and that should be everything. So now that is a solid piece of work there, and those aren't going to fall off. That is quite good. I want to see the underside here. There we go. So that is a pretty strong, that's a MILS plate for you. That is a 3D printed MILS plate for much less of the cost to get that put together. And of course, once you build some stuff on here, it strengthens, it'll just keep things together. And if you don't have to hook things to it, then even just having the one is good. The site that has these also has plans for just the 16 by 16 as well. He's got plans for different base plates, ones that have the roads on them, the road plates, as well as specifically ones for like the fire. There's a fire department base plate that he's got as well. Our MILS plate ready. It's just with the little nubs are in the difference or not on the plate to accommodate the road plate. He's also got MILS plates that have the road plate printed in, so you don't have to actually have you can use them for road plates. It's actually a very good selection of designs. Really just wanted to see how well this would work. So this is of course 4 32 by 32 base plates on what is now, that are now MILS plated quite quickly, because I didn't have to put down hundreds of bricks and plates to make it happen. 3D printing it really worked out nicely. And this edition, this obviously offsets things a little bit, but that's for anyone to adjust and build out accordingly. I think this is pretty neat. I'll be printing out some more. I'm wondering, I have to decide what color. I just had to happen to have white already available. Whether or not I should do them in black or transparent or some other color. But anyway, if you thought this was interesting and would like to see more of this kind of thing, please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and take it easy.